5 best Marvel villains without any powers. A superhero is only as great as the supervillains who oppose them. That's just as true in the Marvel Comics universe as it is in any other corner of popular fiction. However, there are more than a few villains in the Marvel universe who confound superheroes without the aid of any superpowers. Many of the villains in the Marvel universe challenge heroes with extraordinary powers and use nothing but ordinary means to do so. Considering the heights of some Marvel superheroes' powers, the non-power villains of Marvel are unquestionably formidable adversaries. Here are the 5 best supervillains without any superpowers. Kraven hunted Spider-Man with only his innate skills. Sergei Kravino, better known as Kraven the Hunter, was one of Spider-Man's coolest villains, and he earned that spot despite having no superpowers. Armed with a series of potions he's concocted, Kraven uses them to enhance his inherent abilities. After years as the world's most renowned big game hunter, Kraven became bored with hunting mere animals for sport. Instead, he targeted a real challenge, Spider-Man. In their most famous and one-time final confrontation, Kraven delivered what he thought was the killing shot on Spider-Man, while Spider-Man hadn't actually died. The fact Kraven pushed a wall crawler to his limits with nothing but his wits and a simple weaponry speaks to his skills as a supervillain. William Stryker brought the X-Men to their knees. One of the most famous X-Men stories of all time is the classic God Loves, Man Kills. In that epic, the X-Men come face to face with Reverend William Stryker, a popular TV evangelist. Stryker and his paramilitary followers, the Purifiers, stoke nationwide fear of mutants into full-blown and violent hysteria. Stryker stood convinced that mutants were part of a plan by Satan to corrupt humankind. Although Stryker eventually became endowed with powers by becoming an adamantium cyborg, he was able to push the X-Men to the brink of defeat by using only his personality, his conviction, and a simple TV show. Baron Zemo challenged Earth's mightiest heroes without powers. The Avengers are Earth's mightiest heroes, tasked with defending the planet against extraordinary foes. This makes it surprising that they are so often challenged and brought to the edge of defeat by Baron Helmut Zemo. While principally a Captain America foe, Zemo, the descendant of a Nazi scientist, has threatened the people of Earth on multiple occasions. Perhaps Zemo's greatest advancement was the formation of the Thunderbolts, a brand superhero team that was actually a front for a disguised and rejuvenated masters of evil. Using mainly guile and cunning, Zemo has been a force to be reckoned with in the Marvel Universe for decades. Yelena Belova is the darkest Black Widow. The Black Widows are the most dangerous spies in the world. Although the Black Widow most commonly associated with the title is Natasha Romanoff, there's no more dangerous or ruthless Black Widow in the Marvel Universe than Yelena Belova. While Romanoff has worked on the wrong side of the law before, Belova seems to be perennially on the wrong end of the moral spectrum. Now called the White Widow, she has taken on her share of missions for Hydra and has served on the High Council of AIM. Belova has fought on behalf of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that just points to how morally ambiguous she is, making her a dangerously human Marvel Universe villain. Kingpin rules the underworld with brains and brawn. Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, has been the undisputed ruler of the criminal underworld of New York City for decades, having been opposed by Spider-Man the Punisher and his arch-nemesis Daredevil. Fisk has endured despite having no powers except his naturally developed physique and his exceptional intellect. While the Kingpin normally finds himself at odds with Punisher and Daredevil, neither of whom possess super and any strength or stamina, he has also held his own against Spider-Man. Spider-Man has enhanced durability and can lift to 20 tons. Yet the Kingpin, one of the most muscular villains in the Marvel Universe, can withstand blows from the webhead. Subscribe to our channel for more Marvel and anime content.